Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to video number 3. In this video, we're covering the real working royals and all the wonderful things that they're doing this week. So let's jump in and get there now, shall we? Let's go. We're starting with Princess Anne. As usual, you guys know I love her. She went to help with the opening of a new community hospital that was replacing 2 older hospitals in the area. So she went to the Forest of Dean Community Hospital, which fully opened a week ago, and she was taken on a tour. She met staff, she met patients, and she said, and I'm quoting, that this might serve as a model for other community hospitals. It's a 24-bed facility with a lot of new, state-of-the-art equipment in it. Here she is talking to a patient who's 92 years old. Very nice. Of course, in her typical stuff, she unveiled a plaque. And she received flowers from an adorable little girl named Bella. She is a Berry Hill resident, and her mother said it was a very proud moment for her. And the little girl had been practicing her curtsies, and Bella herself had been unwell and had also been there at that hospital. Love it. All right, let's move on. Next up, we have the Duke of Kent, who was in Warwickshire at Warwick Castle, and he was there to unveil a bronze statue of Bobby, the black buck antelope, who happens to be the official mascot for the Royal Warwickshire Regiment, and most recently, the Royal Regiment of, I hope I'm saying this right, Fusiliers. So the Duke of Kent did the unveiling. He is, by the way, the Colonel-in-Chief of the regiment. And of course, we already know that this all coincided with the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landing in which the Warwickshire Regiment took part, of course. FYI, 2024 also marks the 350th anniversary of the founding of the regiment. Pretty cool. Let's move on. Let's move on now to Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, because she went to the first day of the South of England show. Now, while she was there, of course, she met members of the public. She made an appearance of the agricultural and equestrian event Friday morning. Now, this is a 3-day show at the showground in West Sussex, and they have entertainment, international show jumping, livestock judging. Now, the South of England Architectural Society, it's SEAS, S-E-A-S, the chairman told BBC that it's about the farming community coming together this time of year and showing off its best. And of course, we know that Sophie is the president of SEAS for 2024. She apparently had a very large entourage on the showground. Now, on June 7th, and I believe it's the same day because I believe Sophie's wearing the same outfit, Sophie also went and opened the Blind Veterans UK Rustington Centre. We know how important sight is, and we know that this is one of Sophie's patronages and, vision. All right, moving on. We're going to keep up with Sophie. She opened the 2024 Royal Windsor Flower Show at Windsor Great Park, and the honorary president this year is Alan Titchmarsh, and so she was seen pictured with him in multiple spots as she went around. Also this year, there's going to be displays for beekeeping, a vintage agricultural machinery ring, an outdoor foraging area. They're expecting a ferret display, a search and rescue dog demonstration, all kinds of really cool stuff. Now, some more pictures were taken of Sophie with English food writer. Her name is Mary Berry, and they viewed and tried some of the cakes and breads that were on display. I do have to say they look delicious. Now, besides eating all these delicious cakes and baked goods, a picture was taken of Sophie, also eating, oh my God, a mushroom plant leaf. Apparently they're edible. She's braver than me because I don't know that I would put that in my mouth. Now, let me just throw in here on a personal note. These are the kind of events that I think Sophie really enjoys. Don't get me wrong. I think she enjoys, like she went to the D-Day, event with Edward and she met people and she laid a wreath. But I think she's really in her element when she does stuff like this. She's very outdoorsy. We know she loves to garden. We know she loves flowers. We know she loves to bake. We know that she has patronages that she truly believes in. And that's why she shines in her role. That's why if Meghan had ever stuck around, she was given the theater patronage and other patronages for things that, meant something to her. I think Sophie chose well. She's put her nose to the grindstone and she's doing really well and she's doing things that she loves. She also, by the way, I happen to love the way she dresses. I love that dress. Now, one of the interesting things was Sophie was given a knitted version. Somebody knitted her and her husband. Like, they literally knitted them. By the way, the person behind the stage, although I'm not sure why this is, was Elton John. Yes, they knitted Elton John and put him on the stage with Sophie and Edward. I don't get that, but okay, whatever. Now, one of the other things that Sophie did was she met with the Chelsea pensioners that were there at the flower show. Again, in my opinion, Sophie was in her element. I think she looks lovely. And as usual, a big thank you to Remoulade Sauce for showing us everything she was wearing. Let's move on. I don't know what the hell it is with the Daily Mail. It is not Kate Middleton. It is Catherine, Princess of Wales. Apologized for missing out on the rehearsal for Trooping the Colour. She sent a note to the Irish Guards who are representing their colors to the King this year. And she said in the note, "I hope I'm able to represent you all real soon." And the Irish Guards wrote back and said that they were deeply touched to receive the letter from the Colonel, Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, this morning. And they continue to wish her well in her recovery and they send her best wishes. I think that's lovely. All right, let's move on. Here we go. The Queen's Reading Room Festival returned to Hampton Court Palace. Tickets are on sale. It is absolutely gorgeous. And what it is a literary festival gathering authors, experts, actors, and people who just love reading to celebrate the written word. And there's going to be lots of big name people this year. Now remember, this is a charity led by Queen Camilla to celebrate and promote the power and benefits of reading. This started back on June 8th. Camilla was spotted sitting in the audience watching the readers with her son, Tom Parker Bowles. We know how much she loves this event. I would have loved to have gone to this event. And after that, there was a reception at Hampton Court Palace. As I was at Hampton Court myself last year, I recognized those tapestries. At least I think I do. They're hanging in the great hall where King Edward and Anne Boleyn used to eat their dinners. It was a beautiful room. But anyway, good for Camilla. I'm glad she's doing well with her charity. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and in the description box, you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, my Amazon wish list. There's a physical address. And for those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.